said I didn't like the attitude, how we ended the game. So it was a big difference. I liked the attitude, how we started the game, the first 25 minutes, but I didn't like the last 25 minutes and the last half an hour. I think we lacked the seriousness and the urgency that is needed in a World Cup qualifier. I think we played with fire, and yeah, I didn't like the attitude in the end. I didn't like the body language, and I think it was not what the occasion needed.
That is the winning mentality. That is Thomas Tuchel, and that is gonna take England to the next level. They won today away against Andorra 1-0, but Thomas Tuchel still angry. He didn't like the body language. He didn't like how players were behaving on the pitch. They were complacent, and it could have been a big score here, but they only scored 1-0. This is the mentality that you need. And I've seen some managers in the Premier League being happy about losing just because the team played good. We dominated. The XG was good and we lost, but we're still happy because I saw progress. No, for Thomas Tuchel, you have to prove on the pitch. You have to beat teams. You have to try everything you can. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ogs, your own brother. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. This is my transfer daily. Today is the late one because I had so much other stuff going on in my life. So I hope you enjoy it and stay tuned until the end, because we're gonna discuss about every single team, not only Chelsea or Manchester or whatever it is. So let's go. So, to continue a little bit for this game between England and Andorra, the entire team of Andorra cost 3.7 million. And the entire team for England cost 1.4 billion. So you see, in terms of quality, in terms of market value, there is no even comparison. So these are the teams that you're supposed to be beating seriously, but 3 points in the pocket away is not a bad result, but it was a very bad game. Noni Madueke with an assist and Harry Kane with the goal. So Thomas Tuchel is the first English, he's not English by the way, the first manager coaching English that won the first game of his career as an England national team manager without conceding any goals. So they are getting better defensively. Now they have to gel together and start scoring goals, and then it's gonna be a very good balance. I feel good for England in the World Cup. I think Thomas Tuchel is gonna try to win it. It's not gonna be easy, but Thomas Tuchel don't take no for an answer, bro. I know him very well. Ryan Shirky, what a player. Skillful, just like Eden Hazard. I think he's going to dominate the Premier League. All he has to do is to cool down a little bit, fix his attitude. I hope he's taking classes and seeing, some professional to help him, because he is absolutely a nightmare to coach, a nightmare to be with. Friends, ex-managers, coaches are talking about it. But Pep Guardiola, he doesn't take a no for an answer. It's going to be him or you are out. If you give him any kind of attitude, you're going to be out as soon as possible. He doesn't care about how much money he paid for you. You're going to be out of the team. So this guy, we're going to enjoy him in the Premier League. It looks like in the next coming hours or days, Manchester City are going to announce Ryan Shirky. Jimmy Gittens. Chelsea are trying to get this brother before the Club World Cup, before the transfer deadline on Tuesday next week. Chelsea submitted 30 million bid. It was rejected because I'm talking about 30 million pounds or 35 million euros, right? So you got the point. So it could be a little bit different here depending on if you're talking in dollar or you're talking in pound or you're talking in euros, right? So you got the point. So it was rejected, and Chelsea will return with an improved bid. Gittens want to move to Chelsea, and apparently personal terms is not even a problem. So keep an eye open on this one. 35, yeah, they want 40, about 45 million. I think they're gonna find a common ground somewhere, and this guy is gonna be announced very soon as a Chelsea player. So Chelsea are becoming a little bit like a Manchester City Academy FC. Sancho played for Chelsea. He's not there anymore. He went back to Manchester United, but he played for Chelsea for 1 season on loan. Cole Palmer, of course, Tosin Adarabioyo, Liam Delap, Romeo Lavia, and now Jimmy Gittens. So, interesting. Manchester City, they have a lot of ballers and they keep on buying. So Chelsea are taking advantage of their former academy product to build a team, because Chelsea also got like Joe Shield and many people in the office from Manchester City. So the connection is good. So why not? Let's go and talk about Mr. Ekitike. 67 million range is the price that Chelsea are thinking about paying. They say 84 million is too much money, and they are trying to get the price down for Ekitike. But, Frankfurt are not ready to budge. They bought this brother for 12 million or 18 million, something ridiculous like that, or 16 million. PSG got 30% of resale value, so they want to get as much money as possible, and they are very difficult to negotiate with. Remember Mamouche, they got like 65 or 67 million on him. You remember Luka Jovic, you remember they have a lot of bowlers coming from that team. Even Polomwani, they sold him for 80 million to PSG. It didn't work out properly and he was loaned out and all that, but just to show you that these people, when they tell you you're gonna pay 100 million, brother, you better believe them, because they stick on their guns and they got their money. So Chelsea might have just to make some sacrifices to get this brother here. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. Personal terms, not even a problem. The clubs need just to agree on fee. Osimhen Victor, remember him? Our brother from Nigeria. Now he's in Nigeria for the national team, and he's gonna have his medical before moving to Al-Hilal. 75 million release clause is gonna be activated, and this brother is gonna get crazy ridiculous amount of money in Saudi. Look at that, 850k a week. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is more than 47 million a season. This brother is rich. He can buy his own island. He can pay the national debt in Nigeria. A wealthy man. I don't blame him. Listen, people can make whatever theory they want on social media. Oh, you're going for money? Yeah, they're going for money. Money is important in this business, right? So if you think that you are the one that is not going to take money, you're not going to play for money and play for free, think again. It's easy to make theories when it comes to somebody's money, not yours, but I think he has the right to choose whatever club he wants and grab the money. Why not? Congratulations to him, Mr. Osimhen. Let's now move on and talk about Omoro Dion. Remember him? Samu. Chelsea almost signed him last summer. They made a huge mistake by backing off the last minute and signing Joao Felix, because his agent told Chelsea, hey, you have to take my client. Forget about the number 9 that you really need. Get another player that will be frustrated on the bench because you have thousands of them from the same position. So according to Sport Outlet, Newcastle United Aston Villa and Chelsea, you know, made informal contact over the potential deal for Samu Omorodion. He's 21 years old now, and he's gonna cost 100 million euro. I don't think Chelsea are in the conversation. I think Samu hate Chelsea for what they did to him. He had medical, took pictures, everything was on point, waiting for announcement. The last minute, they let him down, and they started making fake stories to sounds like, oh, he failed his medical, blah, 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 blah. No, it was because of George Mendes, the agent of Pedro Neto and Joao Felix, who said, you have to take my client. And then Chelsea completely destroyed their plan and went for Omorodion. I think the Chelsea name being associated with this just for clicks, just for money, because they know when you put Chelsea in the same sentence, it's going to be a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of fight between fans, and therefore it's going to make them a lot of money. But I don't see Chelsea doing this. Aston Villa, probably. Newcastle United, I don't know. Because they have Isak. They are looking for somebody to help Isak, but I don't think Omorodion is somebody that will sit on the bench and wait for a few minutes here and there, because he needs to develop. All right, so let's move on to Mr. Kepa Arrizabalaga, Chelsea goalkeeper. He is going to Arsenal for 5 million, release clause. He's been at Chelsea for more than 7 years now. Chelsea bought him for 72.5 million. He won the Champions League. He won Europa League. He won the Club World Cup. He won UEFA Super Cup. He won a lot of trophies with Chelsea. I think 5 million is right price for a 30 years old that you don't need anymore. And I think Chelsea already got their money back. It's worth it. It was a big risk. He made also a lot of high profile kind of mistakes, but now it's gonna be the Arsenal to worry about Kepa and not Chelsea anymore. The problem is he's like Mr. T-Rex, short arms and top beans, top corners, long shot. He doesn't do good with those. So good luck, Arsenal. Another one from Chelsea, another one, and another one. And everybody knows how it ends, right? When they take players from Chelsea, most of the time, they are a bunch of flops. And Chelsea, when they take some players from Arsenal, they come to Chelsea and win trophies. So, yeah, Arsenal never learned, but it's not a problem anymore for Chelsea. It's a problem for Arteta and Arsenal. Okay, let's finish this video very quickly. Al-Nassr are interested in former Chelsea defender Andreas Christensen from Barcelona. He left Chelsea on free, by the way. And we already talked about Gittens and Osimhen. Let's talk now about this brother here, Kingsley Coman. 90% chance that he will leave Bayern Munich. Now the problem is what club he's gonna sign for. He's been linked with Arsenal and some other clubs, but before you sign this brother, you have to make sure that his injury you have to take care of his injury, because this brother is specialist in injuries. Anyways, people, so that's what we have time for. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.